Welcome back, Bestie viewers. Have you ever fallen in love? It happens to everyone at some point. There's no doubt that love can make you feel good. In many ways, it can change your entire outlook on life. But did you know that love has real scientific effects on your brain and body? In today's video, we'll talk about some of the proven effects of love on your health. Does love relieve pain? Can it help you battle addiction? Wait, can it actually lead to a longer life? We're talking about all of this and more. Does your heart pound when you're looking at your partner? Do your palms get sweaty? Are you immediately in a better mood after being around them? If yes, it's because your body's actually having a reaction. The feeling of love is working its magic on you. When we're in love, neurochemicals such as dopamine and oxytocin flood our brains. This triggers physical and psychological reactions. These reactions include a reduction in pain, blood pressure, and stress. Here are some changes that happen in your body when you fall in love. Number 1. Fights pain. We all know that hugs are both comfortable and comforting. But studies have shown that the amount of oxytocin released in a 10 to 20 second hug can effectively relieve pain, especially headaches. Simply looking at photos of your loved ones can increase your resistance level and reduce pain. The effect is up to 40% in mild cases and 15% in severe cases. Love allows your brain to connect the image of your partner with pleasant distractions to make any type of pain easier to tolerate. On the other hand, scientists have also found that a person can avoid pain just by doing the deed, if you catch my drift. This is particularly effective for chronic back pain, arthritis symptoms, and seizures. Pretty interesting, right? Have you experienced a reduction in pain after being around your loved ones? Do you have a love story you'd like to share? Sound off in the comments section and start a conversation with our Bestie community. Number 2. Lowers blood pressure. Hypertension, or high blood pressure, is a dangerous disease that puts your body at a higher risk of heart attack, stroke, and kidney failure. Lifestyle changes such as exercise and a healthier diet along with medications can lower your blood pressure. But research also shows that falling in love is a natural way to lower it. A study that examined the relationship between marriage, physical health, and longevity found that married couples have lower blood pressure and a lower risk of heart disease. Also, an analysis of cardiovascular disease found that married couples under the age of 50 had a 12% lower risk of cardiovascular disease. Married people aged 51 to 60 have a 7% lower risk. This is all compared to people who aren't in relationships. Feel like you're missing out? Make sure you join our millions of followers by hitting that subscribe button and staying up to date on all of our great Bestie content. Number 3. Fight addiction. Addiction comes in many forms, whether it's alcohol or other dangerous substances. Your level of dopamine is affected every time you put them in your system. Dopamine is a hormone that can cause sudden feelings of joy and euphoria. Infatuation has the same effect, but along with dopamine, it increases testosterone and oxytocin release. This acts as a sort of 1-2 punch to fight addiction. In other words, falling in love fills your life with the happiness you need to go on. But at the same time, when dealing with addiction, love will help you deal with withdrawal symptoms and reduce your desires. Researchers say that addictive behaviors such as drug and alcohol abuse may be related to oxytocin, the love hormone. A study showed the participation of spouses in marital behavior therapy significantly increased the recovery rate of alcoholics. Similarly, those who participated in other addiction programs with their families in attendance reduced the risk of relapse. So if you have a special someone in your life, you have a much better chance at fighting off your addiction with them by your side. Before we move ahead, here's another video you might like. Is there a certain color that speaks to you? Watch and learn what your favorite color says about you. Now back to the effects of love on your body. Number 4. Longer life. Do you ever think about how long your life is going to be? Many of us obsess over this question. It's hard to believe, but being in love can make a pretty big difference in the outcome. Surveys show that people in meaningful relationships, especially married life, feel healthier. Obviously, you'll have to also focus on food choices, regular meals, better rest, and less stress. But happy relationships can also help people cope with physical diseases. Basically, it turns out that people in serious relationships tend to live longer. Research shows that 24% of single people have a much higher risk of premature death. A study also found that people who are married at the time of bypass operation are 2.5 times more likely to live 15 years longer than others. The high level of satisfaction with marriage further increased this rate. This is why people who say they're happy with their marriage are 3 times more likely to survive than people who aren't happy. Number 5. Lower stress levels. You might feel stressed when you first fall in love. Don't worry, this is pretty normal. You're stressed because you're nervous about what the other person will think of you. You also feel anxiety about the future and what it may hold for the two of you. Being in a relationship is harder than most of us expect at first. According to a study, new partners in the early stages of a relationship have higher levels of stress hormones. However, when the participants were tested 12 to 24 months later, their cortisol levels were back to normal. Research has also shown that higher external stress levels are associated with lower relationship satisfaction. The less satisfied you are with your partner, the more worked up you're going to be. While love may put pressure on you at early stages, it'll relieve your stress in the long run. Another study found a link between your stress response system and the development of social connections. The results showed that establishing an intimate relationship with a partner can promote physiological changes, which will reduce your anxiety levels. So if you're in a satisfying relationship, chances are you're going to be a lot more relaxed. This actually leads to my next point. Number 6. Cures insomnia. Having trouble falling asleep? A lot of people have this problem. Being in a healthy relationship can actually make a huge difference. If you've been in a relationship for a certain period of time, you're likely sleeping in the same bed as the person. Believe it or not, this routine can benefit your ability to fall asleep. Love hormones can stop the production of cortisol, giving you a better shot at relaxation. In addition, doing the deed can also help. Studies have shown these are some of the most effective ways to get a good night's rest. Love is the greatest and most complex emotion we have. It can both be a blessing and a curse at times, but in the end, it will benefit your health. But there's so much more to love than just health benefits. Love can also affect the way you act. Let's keep the conversation going with a couple more videos, shall we? Here's what you need to know. Check out 7 things all men do when they're in love. You can also try 8 differences between being in love with and loving someone. Go ahead, click one, or better yet, watch both and learn more about the complexities of love. Have you experienced any of these health benefits after falling in love? Let us know in the comments below.